Welcome to the show. Ayo, ayo, oh. Lights come on my left tonight. Sportcat shining, feeling right. Brenda's laughing by his side, turning chaos into pride. Headlines roll, but we don't fear. We find the light and bring it here. Sportcats, Gazette, don't bunker tonight. We rise above with laughter and light. Through every storm, we find our way, smiling through the madness every day. Hey, 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 every day. Every day. Sportcats, Gazette, hit play.
Sportcats Daily Gazette. Live across Australia on Dare Media Group radio stations. News, weather.
And somehow it all makes sense. Sort of. For more information, go to daremediagroup.com.au.
The boss jock has entered the building. You are listening to the Sportcat Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You have the one and only Sportcat. I am here with you for the next 2 hours on Dare Talk Radio, Radio X Country, Radio X Gold, and, well, everywhere else. Come over and join us on the YouTube show, Sportcat Show. Join the chat. We got Denise here. Denise is always here. We love you, Denise. Chris is here. I see him down there. I just summoned the Butchmeister to see if he's coming. Let's see, who else do I need to sell out? I guess I should tell KG. Oh, and then there's Brenda too. Hold on, I gotta push too many buttons here. And Brenda gave me a scare last night, by the way, so let's talk about that real quick. Brenda, are you alive?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. Yeah, you gave me quite a scare last night, so tell me about it. What's going on with you?
No, I need to get more sleep.
Yeah, we both do. I
Yeah.
agree. So, yeah, I went through 48 hours of not sleeping well, and I think you did the same, didn't you?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
feeling better, right?
The doctor said that they might have to give me something just to make me sleep.
Can I suggest horse tranquilizers?
Well, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. When you don't sleep for a long time, you end up getting chest pains, your blood pressure goes through the roof, and, the doctor doesn't get real happy about that. They're like, ah.
Yeah, that's not
But
good.
here's the problem. It's not really my fault. I spent my whole entire life working night shift. I've always been a night person and sleep during the day, and I have to switch that around sometimes, and it's really hard.
It is. I agree.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I'm with you. I spent my entire career on mainly 24-hour shifts, and we're night owls. It's just a part of the job. So, but you're better, right? You're gonna. We're gonna get to torture. So, okay, good. That's all.
Chris says he blames Andy.
Yeah. We need to get his ass over here into the show or chat or something. So, yes, I do blame Andy, but I'm going to go off on a bit of a different tangent. I want anybody out there listening, especially my public safety audience and friends, anybody in general, but there is help and resources out there for you. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And sometimes we don't know people who are struggling or see their battles until, well, it's too late and they've made a permanent decision. And that's not good. It affects so many people, not only your coworkers, it affects your family. It has a long rippling effect. Yesterday, I was informed of a incident involving one of my former coworkers, and he is unfortunately no longer with us. And none of us saw the signs, symptoms of it before it occurred. So I want to be clear. If you're in the U.S., I think it's 311. There's a million ways to get in touch with me. You can find on the internet if you need to chat, or I can even help you find somebody. Of course, I'm on the Thin Line Rock Station. That's one of our big pushes, is making sure responders get help. But it touches more people than you realize, and your life touched more people than you realize, especially being in public safety. You sometimes feel like you're greedy by saying, well, I delivered this many babies, or I saved this many people from cardiac arrest, or whatever, but you didn't save the life of your firefighter who was the next bunk over. So don't do anything stupid. I know it hurts. I know PTSD is real. I know sleep deprivation is real. All those problems, plus marital problems in this era with what's going on with the world, financial problems, they're all real, but they're not going to eat you. So there's always a way to figure out a solution. So, yeah, but what's going on about my tangent is just about the same time you messaged me, I started seeing some of my coworkers posting reach out if you need help messages. And I could sense a disturbance in the force. And so I started reaching out to make sure, since I was no longer directly involved, that they were okay and find out what happened. And so apparently one of my ex-coworkers was having problems, and on duty, he made a permanent decision to a temporary problem, and it affected his entire crew, his entire shift, the fire department in that whole part of the country. So it's, I want to say it's greedy to do, but that's not the right word. It's greedy. I'm saying it's greedy to commit suicide, but that's not really the right word, because you don't want them to be, you don't want person feeling suicidal to be angry, but you want them to realize this decision that you are about to make, or are going to make, have made, it affects not just your coworkers, your kids, your wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, whatever the case may be. It's reach out. There's no reason that any of us should come to a permanent solution for a temporary problem. And everything.
You know what I do?
Temporary.
What do I do? I suggest you find a friend, like I have Glenn. After you aggravate them for so long and it becomes funny, you don't want to leave them because then your life is boring. Never, Glenn. Even after I pass away, I'm going to come and haunt you. I've told you that.
Yes.
And if you pass before me, when I die, I will come looking for you.
I will finally find you naked. So
yeah, probably.
I'd hate for something to happen to you. You're too hard to replace. I can't think of you. You fit that DEI bill. You're crazy. And you can't find any. There's very few people that meet that criteria. So
I have to start teaching Jack how to push on links and do things, because I'm going blind on top of everything else.
Talk to John. He can tell you how to navigate the computer.
I'm just something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask him. Hey, man, what kind of? Well, the problem with that is I'd have to learn Braille to be able to type.
Here, Brenda, I have a bump for you. So
yeah, it would take me. I mean, you know how long it took me to do SOS? Come on now.
Lord have mercy. So. No. All right. Well, I don't want the show to be a total downer. But I did want to spend a few minutes talking about that. I do know that I have some friends and family listening, so I want them to realize that if they ever need anything, reach out. Find me, the Thin Line Rock Station. There's 311 in the U.S. There's all kinds of ways to get help, and the problem that we face as responders is we have to go put on that Superman suit every third day or whatever it is. You work a 16-hour shift, and then when we take it off and come home, the dirt in that suit sticks to you, and some things you can't forget. So it's hard to and there's still a lot of people in public safety that are like, oh, just walk it off, you'll be all right, have a drink. No, talk about it. Even if you, like Brenda said, just have a stupid friend like me. I got Brenda. Just find somebody, talk about it. So but yeah, it's so thank you, Chris. It was important. And like I said, I was going to look up a bunch of resources and start posting them, but I don't want to drag the show down too much with it. But I do want anybody that's listening that is even thought about it, that if they need something, reach out to one of us, Brenda or I will be more than glad to talk with you. So, but
yep, it is. You know what? It is. It's a sad thing, but there are so many jobs throughout life that people do, and they see so much, and it's embedding. And
well, PTSD doesn't necessarily have to be. See, even with myself,
that's true.
I thought PTSD was something soldiers got, but
no,
that's not true. I mean, granted, from what's going on overseas, we'll see more PTSD again, but we fight a war in the streets every third day.
Yep.
So so it's not you're not immortal. You're not perfect. You're not. I don't know. I can't put enough words to it, but yeah, the stuff you take stuff home and you remember stuff. So sometimes you don't like to remember stuff, but it makes you remember it. So.
I can understand that.
Yeah. So, but reach out. We'll be here, and if not, if you're ever in the chat and just want to chat, I'm sure somebody in the chat would be more than glad to jump in there and chat with you too. So, all right, everybody. Well, let's get on with the show here. I've got I don't have like a lot to talk about today. So I actually didn't. I mean, I looked at the news story, but here's the thing about the news here recently is it's all wash, rinse, and repeat.
Yeah.
And, even if you're on the other side of the aisle, I guess it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. It's the same story, just worded a different way. So, Chris says it's a fog. It's a fog that just lingers around you. And just like in the physical sense, you're prevented from seeing clearly down the road. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. So, and PTSD isn't covered under 9/11. A lot of states don't recognize it. A lot of states don't recognize cancer in firefighters. So, which is stupid in my opinion. But
yes, it is. That's insurance. That's because the insurance, they don't want to. A lot of people don't want to be sued and all this other stuff, so they write that shit out.
There's the if you're a department and you have a line of duty death, you get kind of a, I don't want to say a stigma, but people start looking at you differently from outside. So it's but you can't go into a burning building full of smoke and have it all around you. It's and then add water. It goes against the absolute logic of a steam engine. You've got a small building, a small room. It's filled with pressurized heat and air, and you add water. You can't contain steam. That's the whole purpose of a steam engine. And so it's going to permeate through your gear, up your pants, through your shirt sleeve, around your neck, and it's going to be on you. So It's a real thing. People don't like to admit that. They're like, oh, well, it's, and then we're the world's worst. We take the gear off after the fire's out and the smoke's still in there, and then we're still working. So
Yeah.
keep that gear on until there is no smoke. And then when you come out, have somebody spray you down and immediately take a shower. And that's the other thing, especially as paramedics. They won't give you time after you've had a working job. They won't give you time to go back to the station and decontaminate your uniform and yourself.
Yeah.
No. I remember one call in the city I worked in. I was inside of a burning tractor and trailer, actively fighting the fire, throwing boxes. Me and my partner were in there. It was hot, steamy, messy. And they called me out and they said, dispatch needs you to run an asthma call. There's no available units. And I'm like, you really think I'm the best unit to go on an asthma call right now?
God.
Yeah. And I had to run the call. Yeah. So, and nothing against the person. They were sick, but I mean,
right.
They should have found somebody else. But at any rate, yeah. So, all right. Well, it's 2:15 in the city, 2:16 in the city here on the East Coast. If you're live with us in California, I don't know why we bother. It's 11:16, Denver 16. Chris, it's 1:16 where you are. Our friends in Australia, oh my gosh, it's early. 2:16 in the morning or 5:16 tomorrow morning. So good morning to you guys and gals. Thank you for tuning in, allowing us to tickle your ears. Brenda is going to probably fail miserably at trivia today. So,
yeah.
in the chat.
Like normal.
Well, maybe it won't be as bad. So we got Janice and Chris here. So if you went outside and looked up, it was almost a total dark moon. Tonight, it will be totally dark. I went outside last night walking Ginger. I looked up and I was like, huh. And there's a... People will say I'm nuts. If you're in the mountains, there's a sense you get from the stillness outside that there was a large predator out here somewhere. And I'm like, yeah, me and Jen are just going to walk and get back in the house. So I don't want to be out here with whatever it may be.
Whatever it was probably lurking behind the bushes. Just like, I'm telling you, man, I got those I got a pair of, my daughter sent me a pair of those night vision binoculars.
Yeah, I need some night vision, yeah.
Yeah, and it's got a USB plug-in on the side, and it will record and take snapshot photos.
Ooh, nice. I did have something weird happen, and I guess... So, before the blizzard here, it was pretty decent. It hadn't rained or done anything. It may have been Andy. I didn't hear any squeaky wheels, though. But, yeah, I mean, it hadn't rained or hadn't done anything. There was no, where I parked the vehicle in Mom's yard or her driveway, there's no trees overhead. And there was a muddy splot on the driver's side door just above the handle that went from the handle to the window at eye level. And it couldn't have been a bird. Nobody who's out there throwing mud. And I'm like, see, this is the kind of thing people say, oh, there's no such thing as creatures that roam the night and do things.
Oh, yes, there is.
I would argue that there are. And we have cameras outside. I put them up before Mom fell, but after an incident here. And we've got cameras on, I guess 3 out of the 4 corners of the house. The lights, all 4 corners are lit up. And we can see pretty much around the house. No, I went back and checked the lights, and there was nothing there that should have caused that. I can't explain why it was there. It was just a muddy, it was like somebody had taken a glob of mud, like, if you're a kid, and they threw it, and it hit right there at the window and the door handle. It was so you could see it. I'm like, and I look, and there's nothing on the ground. I look at Mom's car right beside mine. In fact, it would have had to have been between mine and hers. And it's like, how does this happen? I was like, I wish I'd taken pictures of it. Because we had to go somewhere. I think I had to take Mom somewhere. And I wish I'd taken pictures because I was out there going, okay, how did this happen? There's nothing on the ground. There's nothing up above. There's nothing around that even resembles this substance. So
It's a dodo bird shit.
weird. If it was a bird, it was a very big bird shit. I'll tell you that. So I wouldn't want to tangled with that bird. So, well, the sun is only 7 minutes behind now. So I think they're messing with our time, Brenda.
You think?
It's almost 10 minutes. All right, let's see what we got here in Jet Punk. Land countries. Yeah, no. Double G answers. Try to guess these random things that contain the letters GG. Think we can do that one?
It'd be funny, but yeah.
Let's give it a whirl. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Chris, don't ask the sheriff in Tucson to figure it out. Yeah. Oh no, we gotta write shit in. I don't want to do no.
We won't do that one then.
I ain't getting time for that. I need like multiple guests. Shape quizzes, Bander Gang. Oh, that was yesterday. What else we got here? Let's hop over here to Webster, see if they got anything new. Daily word puzzle. No, I want something more trivia.
We don't want puzzles. We tried that one once. We sucked bad.
We didn't do too good at that.
Look, it was so bad. If we were hookers, we'd be rich. That's how bad we sucked.
That's true. Oh, well, this could be interesting. Dutch, Yiddish, Japanese, or Hindi. Oh, no. I'd have a hard time reading that one. Oh, here we go. Are you naughty or nice?
Oh, let's try that one.
Let's try this one for Brenda. Let's turn this timer off because she's really naughty and gonna
God, yeah, turn that damn thing off.
All right, here we go. The host of the dinner party says you've been acting churlish, churlish, all night. You've been naughty or nice? The host of the dinner party says you've been acting churlish all night. You've been naughty or nice? Ooh,
well, if the host had to tell you, I would think you would be naughty.
I don't have a clue what the hell. I'm doing churlish.
Chris says like naughty too.
So, well, we'll go with
Denise.
Naughty. It's okay. We'll go with naughty. Naughty it is. And naughty is correct. Churlish behavior is marked by a lack of civility or graciousness. Acting churlish is a sure way to end up with a lump of coal in your stocking. So, a new word for you there, Brenda. You've been churlish.
Churlish.
And what was the one yesterday that we learned for be serious? So, all right, here we go. You were extremely congenial when your in-laws visited. You were naughty or nice? You were extremely congenial when your in-laws visited. You were naughty or nice?
That one might be nice.
You think so?
Maybe.
I think so. Chris seems to think so. So Chris is getting pretty good at being nicer lately. So we'll try nice. We'll see if Denise has an opinion, but I think it's nice. So Denise is thinking. She's vacillating.
She said nice too.
Okay, nice. And nice is correct. Congenial means very friendly. There you go. All right, we're on a roll, Brenda. We're on a roll here.
You just broke the streak. Go ahead.
Your parents say you've been assiduous when it comes to doing your chores. You've been naughty or you've been nice? Your parents
naughty.
Say you've been assiduous when it comes to doing your chores. What do you think?
I think that's close to asshole-ish, so I would say naughty.
Why did I not see this one coming from you?
I'm just saying.
All right, well, I don't know that I can even argue with that logic.
Assiduous, asshole-ish.
Right,
Same
so
word.
You're going with naughty. All right, here we go. Oh, you're correct.
I was correct.
Here you go. Assiduous comes from the Latin word to sit beside.
Oh.
Dedication for the long haul.
Oh,
Okay. So
so it was nice.
No, it was. Oh yeah, it was nice. I'm sorry. It was nice. Yeah, Alcidious comes from the Latin word to sit beside.
You were just assiduous.
Yeah, you were just bringing me into that one, sucking me into that. Assiduous comes from the Latin word to sit beside. So that means you're nice. You're dedicated for the long haul. Your ass is in it for a long while. So
that's not. I mean, come up with a different word for that.
Someone remarks on your never-ending menacity, MENDACITY, menacity. You've been naughty or you've been nice. Someone remarks on your never-ending menacity. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Well, if a woman's saying it's got the word men in it, I'm going to guess naughty, but.
Did you say menacity or nunacity?
Men, like men. MENDACITY.
Menacity.
Yes, Chris, exactly.
Menacity, a menace. Okay.
So you wouldn't say naughty, is that right?
Yeah.
I agree. I think mendacity. Denise agrees it's naughty, and Chris, he says so too. I think I saw that in there, and we would be correct. It basically means dishonest. It's a fancy word for saying you're dishonest. Well, there's sure a lot of politicians that are mendacitic. So.
Yeah. And assholeish.
That's true. Students comment on your draconian teaching methods. Students comment on your draconian teaching methods. Are you naughty or are you nice? I think that means nice, but I'm not 100% on that one.
Draconian.
Draconian, DRACONIAN. Were you draconian? Your teachers, they say that your teaching methods are draconian. Naughty or nice? What do you think?
Okay, probably nice, maybe.
We had a draconian asshole teacher.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you think it's naughty or you think it's nice?
We'll go with nice.
Nice for the win, and you were wrong.
Oh yes, son of a bitch.
Very severe or cruel. You're draconian. You're very severe or cruel.
See, I was thinking that. I was trying to come up with something that would be draconious. But
Brenda.
Laughter is good for the soul.
Somebody just sent me a news article to read. Maybe shit. So, all right, we'll go over that if you're listening, JC. After the holiday party, your coworkers remarked on your jovial attitude. You were naughty or nice. Or jovial. That means happy, doesn't it? You're festive. You're happy. But again, if you're festive and happy, you could be drunk and naughty at the same time.
Yeah, that's only you.
Oh, okay. Maybe me. It says nice is jovial. So we're going to go with nice.
Yes, let's go with nice.
And we were right. It means cheerful, jolly,
and drunk.
Attitude for this time of year. So bon jovial. Oh, Lord. Your employees describe you as a salacious boss. You've been naughty or you've been nice.
That definitely is naughty.
Describe you as a salacious boss. SOLICITOUS. Solidus.
That's definitely naughty. Because if somebody says shit about your boss, you've obviously done something wrong.
Yeah, I think you might be right on that one. So let's see what the chat says. Your employees describe you as solidus. I said it right the first damn time, and I can't say it again. Solidus. SOLICITOUS. Solidus. I don't know.
Oh, wait, Denise put it's nice. Does that mean that you solicit the work?
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
That
well,
you're
then maybe it is nice.
Solitolous. I don't know. So Denise,
Okay, maybe.
she said it in bold letters, so we'll go
Yes.
with nice. She is right. It's synonymous with attentive and caring, often describing people who anticipate the needs of others. That's not been
Oh.
anything anybody said about me. So
Well, then I was wrong on its interpretation, but okay.
Pompous asshole to me, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Your company made record profits, and you give your employees parsimonious, parsimonious, parsimonious annual bonuses. You were naughty or you were nice. The company made record profits. You give your employees parsimonious annual bonuses. You were naughty or you were nice. Oh, I don't know. Well, par means in this Latin for divide. And money, I think, is MON. I'm not sure about the rest. So,
well, it would be a good thing if they gave him a good bonus.
Well, it would be, but is parsimonious a good amount?
Denise is yelling at us again, saying naughty.
Okay. All right, we'll go with naughty. And we were correct. Somebody must have persimmonied her.
Denise, have you been persimmonied?
Frugal to the point of stinginess. Okay. You work to build bonhomie with your rivals. You were naughty or nice. You work to build bonhomie with your rivals.
Bonhomie? What are you, living down in the ghetto?
Bonhomie.
Bonhomie.
Bonhomie down in here.
Me and my homies are going to...
But you were working with rivals, right? So you build a bond with your homies. So that's got to be nice, right? No, you get you and your, but
it all depends on your homies.
They're your rivals. So but your homies are your friends.
Oh yeah, so you're trying to build a relationship with them. We'll just put nice. I think that would work. Nice. Oh, I think Chris said nice too.
Chris says nice. Okay.
Yes.
Right. And we were correct. Bonhomie is good-natured, easy friendliness. All right.
Bonding. Oh.
Yeah, so pretty much. Yeah, you're friendly. Yeah, friendly. I need to meet some bonhomious women. You you built BILKED. You built your business partner in a recent deal. You were naughty or you were nice. You
naughty.
Built your business partner in a recent deal. Were you naughty or were you nice?
I don't know.
It's funny looking at the chat. I got naughty, nice, naughty, nice.
I think it's naughty.
I think you're correct. Chris says naughty. Built to screwed over. So, all right. And that is correct. To cheat or trick someone, especially by taking money. So, bilking someone is taking their money by cheating them or tricking them.
Yeah,
so,
business partners are never nice.
Well, kind of like all the Virginia Democrats we just elected, they were nice. And then they bilked us. So they bilked us right up the ass.
They bilked us like we were cows out in the field. They grabbed our udders and ran with it.
Whoa, I didn't go that far. I didn't grab anybody's udders. So your neighbors call you irascible. Let's try this word. Irascible. Your neighbors call you irascible. You're naughty or you were nice. So
I have never had neighbors that could speak that properly, much less anything else.
I don't speak to my neighbors. So maybe I am irascible.
But I do complain a lot about mine. So I'm going to say it's probably naughty.
All right. So, well, but man, I'm on the fence because if
I think that's just a big word for Karen.
I'm gonna shit if that's the actual definition. It just says one word, Karen. Chris says it is naughty, and he is correct.
Yeah.
Becomes anger. It means becoming angry very easily. Oh wow, you could say that about me a lot during this show.
You can't, because we can't say the damn word.
Just say you're being an asshole. So, oh Lord. All right, we're almost there. Your colleagues describe you as intransient. Am I pronouncing that right? INTRNSIGENT when working with you on various projects. Your colleagues describe you as intransient when working with you on various projects.
I would say that's naughty, because intransient, that means that they don't stick around. I don't know.
It's true.
Don't
Well, I
listen to
mean,
me.
if
yeah.
in the intra within, so yeah, I want to say that you're being naughty, but I'm not 100%. So.
I would say naughty.
Naughty? What's it? Did the chat? I was looking away. Did the chat? Are both those naughties? Is that?
Chris says, I think it's naughty. Denise is saying naughty. I say naughty, so naughty.
Naughty it is, Karen. Intransient means completely unwilling to change or uncompromising. Ooh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
You will not change and you will not compromise. You're intransient. All right.
I thought maybe you was somebody who kicked a little dirt and said, I ain't doing this shit, and walked away. But, hey. Same difference.
Your best friend says you've proven yourself to be perfidilous. Perfidilous. PERFIDIOUS. Perfidilous.
That's nice.
You've been naughty or you've been nice.
Nice.
You've been proven to be perfidilous. No, there's no L in there. Perfidious. Perfidious. There's no L in there. Perfidious. 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 So SKG is not on this one. He's the word guy. Perfidious.
Yeah, I think that's nice.
You think that's nice? Okay.
And Denise says it's nice too, so I'm in agreement.
All right, I see Chris popped into nice. Oh, we were all wrong.
Well, son of a bitch.
It implies treacherous, but an inability to be reliable or honorable.
I think that's a lie. That's a lie.
Well, I don't know. It's perfidious.
They're being feminist.
A local charity describes you as munificent. 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 No, munificent.
It's
munificent.
not like magnificent.
Munificent. No. Munificent. MUNIFICENT. If somebody messaged me and says they just tuned in to see how bad I screw up the words. So, hey, just hit that thumbs up button. That's all I have.
Denise says, son of a bitch.
Local charity describes you as munificent. You were naughty or you were nice?
But nice.
Yeah.
If it's not right, I agree with Denise.
Okay. It means very generous. That's a fancy word for you were very generous. So when I go out to the bar next time, I'm going to look at the bartender, especially if she's hot, and I'm going to go, you are munificent.
They'll probably throw a drink at you and think that you're just drunk trying to say magnificent.
Yeah, well, there is that. So I'll slide my number on here. Strangers on the street can't help but notice your blithesome manner. BLITHESOME. Blithesome manner. You are naughty or you are nice.
Wait a minute. Let me go ask the hobo down the street. Are you blithesome?
Well, is it? I'm trying to think of blithe. What is that? Blithesome.
That? Are you calling me a buffalo?
Well, I mean, you were the one that started with the udders.
Buffaloes don't have udders.
Oh, well, I don't know. I've never milked one. I'm seeing just in the grocery store now. I think
You know, they probably sell that part of the damn cow too.
go to a farmer's market in Idaho.
It makes great soup, they say.
In turn, Chris chimed in and said, "Nice, taken
So
from
did Denise.
a happy, lighthearted. Yes, I see it now. A happy, lighthearted disposition. That's a definition of blithe. Is
Oh,
to
maybe
be
that's me.
merry. You're married. You're not married.
My name is not Mary.
You're barely who you are now. So barely. Well, all right. So, well, we did that one. Okay. We what did we get? We got 12 out of 15. So our vocabulary between four of us is pretty strong. So
Yeah, my dog's even looking at me like I'm stupid. Don't look at me like that. You're magnificent. He just licked my leg, so maybe that was good.
it'd be a bad game to play drunk.
I don't think so. That would be a hilarious game to play drunk.
Lord. Do we want to try another one, or do we want to go into the news? Chat, tell me what to do. I'm gonna let the chat make the decision. If we go into the news, let's see. We don't have a whole lot. Let me pull it up here. I mean, we got some stuff to talk about. I mean, they're always blowing shit up. I mean, we got a couple stories to talk about. So do we want to do another one, or do we want to go right to the news? We got a few extra minutes. What do you want to do? What do you think, Brenda? I'm kind of looking at this true or false, wanting to test our knowledge.
Okay, let's do that.
You want to do that? What's the chat say? Do you want to do a true or false, or you want to go to the news? We'll wait on the chat to decide. So, and somebody mentioned to me yesterday, last night, said, "Do you realize in Australia we have over 5,000 listeners that listen to your show?" And my reply was, "Why?"
Because they know we're stupid. And they make fun of us too.
Dumbass talk. All right. Well, I'm not getting any feedback from the chat. They have no input on this. So
True or false? They're saying true or false. True or false?
Oh, they did? I didn't see it. Okay. All right. Here we go. We're going in true or false. 10 questions. God, please don't have a time on this. Oh, you got 15 seconds. Oh, Michael Jackson's Thriller is the greatest selling album of all time. Michael Jackson's Thriller. Okay. True, it is. All right. So it's got over 100 million. Wow, since 1982. Yeah. All right, ready for the next one? This is a shoot off here. St. Valentine's Day is a holiday invented by the greeting card company. True or false?
St. Valentine's Day, that's false.
False? And that is correct. It was created celebrated since the 1300s. All right. Who fell in love with his jailer's daughter, signed notes to her from your Valentine. Aw, that's nice. All right. Let's see what we got here. Next one. In Dante's Inferno, the deepest ring of hell is reserved for murderers. In Dante's Inferno, the deepest rings of hell is reserved for the murderers. True, false? True, false? Hurry,
true.
Quick. Oh, it was
Damn
false.
It.
1 second less. The ninth and deepest ring of hell was reserved for individuals guilty of treachery. So, all right, here we go. Next one.
I killed him anyways.
High school teacher John T. Scopes was found guilty of cruelty to animals in the famous monkey trials of 1925.
True.
True. False.
Fuck.
He was found guilty of teaching evolution. That was a crime in Tennessee at the time.
He was trying to turn a monkey into a human. That's bad.
But if I'd only had just a few more seconds. So.
I know, right?
Long useful to paleontologists, the La Brea tar pits are found in Los Angeles. The La Brea tar pits are found in Los Angeles. True?
True.
All right, that is correct. And apparently contains many trapped prehistoric animals. All right, we're getting there. Saddam Hussein's invasion of Kuwait in 1990 led to the Iran-Iraq War. Now, that would be false.
Yeah.
Correct?
False.
Yeah.
False.
That is correct. Yeah, that is not correct. All right, here we go. Lemmings committed suicide by jumping off cliffs. Lemmings committed mass suicide by jumping off cliffs. True or false? True, false, true, false, true, false. 2 seconds.
True.
Oh, false.
Damn it, I'm done. I hate these timer things.
True, lemmings don't commit mass suicide, but can jump or fall off cliffs into water during mass migrations, then swim long distances to the point of exhaustion.
Okay, well, I didn't even know what those were. I mean, it probably would have been better if I knew what it was.
Yeah, true. All right, well. All right, here we go. We got just a few left. All right, we're the first feature film produced entirely with CGI was Toy Story. First CGI entirely was Toy Story. I think that's true, isn't it?
It might be.
It is true.
Yeah.
1995 was the first feature film by Pixar. So there we go. All right, we're almost there. Almost there. What do we got? Batman fights crime in retaliation for destruction of his planet. No, it's false. I know that.
Yeah, that's false.
Yeah.
That's
Bruce Wayne, Batman, he just likes to punch people in the face. All right, last question. A 12-karat gold piece is considered half gold. 12-karat gold piece is considered half gold. True, false? I think false.
I think it's false.
Yeah, I think it was false. All right, we were wrong. Pure 100% is considered 24 karat. 12, therefore, would be half. Now, that I did not know. So I have a friend that's a famous jeweler, or what they call it. He designs and makes really, really elaborate things for people. So, all right, I should have known now. I should have just asked him. So,
oh, this one's going to be bad. I can tell already just by looking at it.
Who is on the $1,000 bill?
Trump. Oh.
He signed an order yesterday. Grover Cleveland is on the $1,000 bill. There you go.
I was being a smart ass.
Damn it, Grover.
Grover.
The fastest way to get back on your feet is to miss a car payment. Okay, I'm good with that. Can you earn a what is that, million? No, that's 10. Yeah, that's $10 million reward. March 18th, 1990. A pair of thieves dressed as policemen steal 13 works of art valued at over $500 million from Isabella Stewart Garden Museum in Boston, including works by Rembrandt, Monet, and Degas. What the largest property theft in history. The two fake policemen pushed the museum door buzzer, stating they were responding to a disturbance. When requested to be let in, the guard broke protocol and let them in. They then handcuffed him and a second security guard and proceeded to steal the works of art. The case remains unsolved to this day.
What? And they never found these paintings.
There's still a reward out
there.
there.
But if they were worth that much money, what good was it to steal them if you didn't live off of it? Somebody had to have bought those somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was on eBay. So
yeah, probably. Facebook Marketplace.
I remember these days as a child. The Arab oil embargo, March 18th, 1974, is ended today. So Arab members of OPEC, including Egypt and Syria, declared an oil embargo on the United States, Canada, Japan, and the Netherlands, and the UK for supporting Israel. So,
and look at where we are today.
Gas prices rose from nearly 400%, from $3 per barrel, $3 per barrel, to $12 per barrel. And I think yesterday it was 106, I think, at the opening.
Damn translation.
Jesus Christ. First spacewalk. This day in 1965 by cosmonaut Alex Lenov. He exited the capsule for a 12-minute, 9-second spacewalk. Where the hell do you go for 12 minutes when you're out there? Just wander around?
Yeah,
it's not like you can smoke a cigarette.
float around. You know, that would be interesting. I'd like to try that. Go out into space, just go smoke a cigarette.
He had to open a valve to allow some of the suit's pressure to bleed off and was just barely able to get back inside. So in other words, he was farting out there. He had to leave the rest of him so he could go out there and fart and let that air out. That's what that
wonders for our cosmic gases.
This day in 1314, Grand Master of Knights Templar, Jacques de Molay, and other Templars are burned at the stake, bringing about an end to the order. In 1307, King Philip IV of France, who was deeply in debt to the Knights Templar, arrested Molay and tortured him into making a false confession. When he recanted his confessions, he had him burned at the stake in front of Notre Dame de Paris. So,
oh my God, that's the answer, Glenn. We just take our government and burn them to the stake.
You're trying to get us on a watch list. I can hear it now. That's exactly right. I'm do it, Brenda. Let me give you your address.
Well, they did it back in the 18, 13, 17, 1600s.
Well, I did just Google before opening. I was watching the show. I did just Google how to make a bomb in Mom's kitchen. So I'm sure that got me on a list somewhere.
What?
After a lengthy legal battle over the right of her husband to do so, Terry Chavo feeding tube is removed, resulting in her death 13 days later. She suffered a cardiac arrest in 1995 that left her severely brain dead. I kind of remember that. She had and they had her on a feeding tube, and the whole family was fighting back and forth from 1990 to 2005, and she was just on a feeding tube and drugs. Yeah, poor thing. Poor thing.
That's what I was on when I was in my coma, was a feeding tube. Well, that sucked.
Not for 15 years.
Well, yeah, 15 years. That's a little long. That's a lot of
Why should we hear
shit
about body bags and death? March 18th, 2003. But why should we hear about body bags and death, and how many, what day it's going to happen, and how many this or what do you suppose? I mean, it's not relevant. So why should I waste my beautiful mind on something like that? Former First Lady Barbara Bush commenting on the impending Iraq War on the TV show Good Morning America. That's a political answer right there.
She was a man. Oh.
Money. This day in 1986, the U.S. Treasury announced that currency would undergo its first major change in 50 years, including micro printing on the paper and on threads woven into the paper. Okay. 1972, on this date, the USS Jesse L. Brown is launched. It was the first Black American naval aviator and the first Black naval officer killed in combat in 1950 in Korea. It was the first U.S. Navy ship named in honor of a Black naval officer. Interesting. That's good. NATO, this day in 1949, the text of the North Atlantic Treaty that would establish NATO is made public. It would be signed by 12 nations the following month. It was put together by World War II allies. Moscow called it a weapon of war. That's because they've never been in NATO. The first flight of the Douglas A-1, this day in 1984. I'm sorry, 1945. I'm sorry, something popped up on the screen. First flight of the Douglas A-1, March 18th, 1945. You still with me, Brenda, or did you die? Vanessa Williams, born this day in 1963. She was a Miss Black America from New York City. So she had to give up her crown after she was going to publish photos with her and another woman in Penthouse. Huh.
Well, then.
I didn't know that. So she was, well, okay. Irina Cara, she was born this day in 1959, a singer and actress, Fame. So
I remember that.
Graves. Do you remember Peter Graves from Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
Born this day in 1926. Let's say Jim Phelps. Okay. All right. And the blinding of Isaac Woodward. Isaac Woodward was born this day in 1990. African-American war veteran, civil rights victim in 1946 while traveling home after being honorably discharged from the U.S. Army. African-American Isaac Woodward, still in uniform, is attacked and beaten by several South Carolina police officers over a dispute with a bus driver over the use of the restroom. He was then arrested and further beaten by the police chief for reportedly answering yes instead of yes, sir. The attack left him completely and permanently blind, suffering from partial amnesia. He was fined $50, denied medical treatment for 2 days. When South Carolina wouldn't pursue the case, U.S. President Harry S. Truman ordered a federal investigation. The sheriff was acquitted by an all-white jury in federal court in South Carolina. The incident was the subject of Woody Guthrie's song, "The Blinding of Isaac Woodward." You know, I never knew the meaning behind the song. Okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't either.
That's horrible. Those people, they $50 fine or no, he got that and beat. They were all acquitted. They deserved to have their ass beat. So this day in 1858, Rudolf Diesel was born. He's the German engineer who invented the diesel engine in 1892.
Wow.
Let's see. Grover Cleveland. We just talked about him. He's a 22nd and 24th United States president, was governor of New York. So he was the first Democratic U.S. president since the Civil War. Okay. And
there it began.
1837. He was born in 1837. Peter Graves was the pilot in the movie Airplane. I asked if the kid have ever seen a grown man. That's all right. I was trying to think. I was like, yeah. I remember that a whole lot more. The first United States vice president to resign, born this day in 1782, John Callahan, an American politician, 7th U.S. vice president. After a disagreement with President Andrew Jackson, he became the first U.S. vice president to resign. He then went on to fill a vacancy in the Senate. I didn't know that.
Well then.
Kevin Dobson, born this day in 1943. He was an actor. He was Lieutenant Crocker in Kojak. Wilson Pickett was a rhythm and blues singer. He was born this day in 1941. Charlie Pride. I remember Charlie Pride. Born this day in 1934. He's a country and western singer. He's a baseball player. Memphis Red Sox. I did not know that. So he's considered the most successful black country singer. He was the first country singer to perform the national anthem at the Super Bowl in 1974. Best-selling performer for RCA Records since Elvis Presley. Wow.
Well then.
I think in the basement, Mom still has his albums. John Updike was born this day in 1932. He wrote the Harry Rabbit series. Okay. Denise went to Grover Cleveland High. There you go. I went to Walt Whitman Middle School. So there you go. Back at you, Denise. Pierre Plantard, born this day in 1920. French historian. His claims of the Priory of Sion were the basis of such books as Holy Blood, Holy Grail in the Da Vinci Code. All right. Smiley Burnett, an actor. He was Gene Autry's comic partner. He was born this day in 1911. Scarsdale Diet, well, that was American physician Herman Tarnoner, born in 1910. That diet's still going on, isn't it? Robert Donat, he is a actor from the private life of Henry VII, born this day in 1905. And goodbye, Mr. Chips. I remember that. J.B. Lippincott, a publisher and founder of the J.B. Lippincott Company, born this day in 1813. Creator of the Encyclopedia Americana, Francis Lieber, born this day in 1800, a German-born American historian, political economist, and creator of the first editor of the Americana Encyclopedia. Interesting. So now we have Wikipedia, which is fake news half the time. Let's see. We don't really have it. We talked about that. And we'll skip through a bunch of this.
Chris said he didn't go to a high school named after anybody famous. He feels cheated.
He says I worked with Wilson Pickett's cousin. Oh, okay, she might have had me there. I have to think. I almost saw Lady Gaga's butt. Does that matter? So let's see. Today is National SBDC Day. What the hell does that mean? National SBDC Day.
Is it a sexual disease?
I don't know what the hell it is. SBC. It's the third Wednesday in March. Small Business Developmental Center.
Oh, that has nothing to do with sex at all.
It's it got her. So, the redheaded girl from Wilson Phillips.
Damn.
We're gonna die, Brenda.
I think so. My alarm's going off.
No, it's Wednesday and it's high noon there, isn't it? So no, it's not noon there. So Wednesday is when they sound the alarms. National Diesel Day. National Sloppy Joe Day. Ooh, that sounds good.
Ooh, I haven't had Sloppy Joes for a while.
Sloppy Joes in a bit. National Lacy Oatmeal Cookie Day. Whoa, we got to look into this. It's funny. I just told Mom we should make some oatmeal cookies. So, what is a lacy oatmeal cookie?
Cookie laced with pot. I don't know.
They are wafer thin for accompanying scoop of ice cream and sorbet. Okay, I probably wouldn't like them. I don't like crunchy cookies. It's National Awkward Moments Day. National Supreme Sacrifice Day.
It's okay, Putin. I know. They disturb you when they set that alarm off. I know. I'm sorry.
It's Global Recycling Day. It's the Goddess of Fertility Day.
Fine.
Well, maybe y'all are going to die. So, usually doesn't last this long, does it?
Incoming!
Let me hold your weather here to make sure you ain't got anything bad out there.
Well, I got one on one side, which is one for the city, one on the other side, which is for Fort Hood. So, you know.
Oh, where's your weather? Yeah. You ain't got, there's nothing in Texas.
But a bunch of people that don't belong here.
Let's get back to some important stuff here. These people are messing with my show. Where was it? What is today? Let's see. Goddess of Fertility Day. Okay. Supreme Sacrifice Day. Transit Driver Appreciation Day. I can't get a day. It's horrible. So,
well, that one day, that does not mean Glenn needs to run around and go have babies with everybody.
Please, I've done that. I don't want to do that anymore. Take Down Tobacco National Day of Action. So, do people still smoke cigarettes?
I'm sure they do.
Day of 20. Well, actually, yeah, I know they do because I just read an article about Shia LaBeouf in Italy. He got in trouble for walking down to the hotel lobby in his whitey tighties and demanding somebody give him the light. The 77th day of 2026, 88th day of winter. American Express was founded on this day in 1850. I did not know that.
And yet, nobody takes
they're still looking at that and for that. So let's see. Today's quote: creativity is merely a plus name for regular activity, and any activity becomes creative when the doer cares about doing it right or better. Okay, there you go. All right, let's see what kind of news we can get into today. I'm sure there's something for me to bitch about. All right, so when we were coming on, this was breaking news. Denver International Airport, well, they've had a full ground stop. Now, they may have since changed it, but they had a power outage, and they were at a full ground stop. So we'll wait and see. But they're saying that there was a 60% chance that this is going to continue for a while. So we'll see.
So another border agent got handed something and he just wanted to play with it? Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they had a power outage. I don't know. What the hell do I know? What does it look like? So Joe Kent, this man, I tell you what, the prepping channel's Let's see. Chris says, speaking of the name Lacey, Glenn should check out meteorologist Lacey Swoop for Channel 9 in Oklahoma City. Ooh, okay. I'll check that out. This guy yesterday, he was on, depending on which show you watched, you loved him or hated him. Joe Kent, the guy who resigned yesterday. Now, I don't want to take anything away from his military record, but he did something within his own agency to where he was shut out to any intelligence prior to the war. So whatever he did either pissed off his bosses or was wrong or being investigated. Some people were saying he was a leaker. But see, I don't understand. If that was the case, shouldn't he have been terminated or prosecuted? So depending on whose side.
Well, maybe they gave him an option.
I'm guessing. Well, and then he had to write one of those letters to where he showed himself out the door to show everybody. So I'm not trying to take anything away from his military record or the sacrifices he's made, because his wife was killed by terrorists, ISIS terrorists. So I'm not trying to take anything away from that. But according to a lot of sources, he was shut out of meetings and memos in his own department. So when he resigned, saying he couldn't in good heart stay on, with the Trump administration, because he felt like the war was started unjustly. But I also see the flip side of that. Iran has been saying for years that they were going to kill us. I mean, they threatened to Trump's life. They threatened to blow us up. So it was a threat. But I think we've fallen into a trap on this.
If they didn't do it 4 years ago, I mean, maybe they just talking shit. Shit. I kill you.
Well,
yeah.
But I got to thinking about this. Our intelligence led us to believe the first time we could go in there, drop some bombs, and be done and be out the door. Well, that didn't work out. So that wasn't right. So our next intelligence told us that a 2-week war with Israel, it'd be done. But now we're in week 3 and we're using bigger bombs. And last night they were using cluster bombs, which, if I understood correctly, are illegal in most battlefields, because the bomb comes out, and as it comes out, it's like one of those fireworks that splits out into a radius and makes the real pretty, whatever you call it, circular formation. This isn't a real pretty circular formation. It's basically oversized grenades. So the missile comes in, it blows up before it can be hit by their Golden Dome or Iron Dome, whatever theirs is called, and then it splits up into multiple bombs. So you got to wonder. We hit last night, I think they said, over 90 hardened targets, and yet they're still shooting off missiles at Israel and surrounding countries, and still threatening they're going to blow up. They're going to blow up Saudi Arabia. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. I think we've made a mistake, and here's what I think. Just like I think Russia and what's his name? Ukraine, but I'm trying Zelensky. Just like Zelensky and Putin. I think Putin was overconfident and thought he could go in there and it'd be a 2-week war. But Ukraine has proven they just keep getting drones and money from the UK.
Everybody else.
Yeah. So they're just trying to wear them down. Well, that is what Iran is doing. They're getting money from China and from North Korea and from Russia. And they're just they don't have to win the war. They just have to survive it. So I think we might have made a mistake. I don't know. It's a can that should have been kicked a long time ago, to be honest with you. But I'm now wondering, I think we might have made a mistake on this one. So we'll see. We'll get into a little more of that here in a second. DHS is still shut down. Airport managers are calling the administration, both Senate and House, and telling them to get this over with, fund them, and get it back open. So it's causing a big problem. Well, the White House has offered a little bit of a concession to help end this because they're not going to abolish ICE. That's not going to happen. So now they're saying for more funding, they will give more body cameras, which I think is a good thing. So I don't know. There's at least they're talking. Well, they're somewhat talking. So,
Right.
Well, they're arguing more than they're talking. So Denise says, do you think if it passes, if we have to turn the lights off at 11 p.m. and close our blinds and curtains because of an attack? I have thought of that. Thank you, Chris. I have thought of that. That might be part of the reason they're going to start doing that along the coast. So that was something they did during World War I, was it? So United States Postal Service, the head of the agency, says that they could run out of cash by October and they need Congress to bail them out. So here's what's funny about the Postal Service. And I lived in DC, so I kind of got a little insight on it, knowing some people that worked in the administrations. It's a 250-year-old agency, but they used to be self-funded. They used to you pay for a stamp, and that went into paying for the vehicles, the employees, and blah, 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 blah. Well, then Congress saw that they had a surplus, and then Congress had to put their hand in the cookie jar, and then they changed it to where money from the Postal Service went to the general fund, and then they just gave them allocated funds from there. So
big mistake.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Big mistake. You never let Congress be in charge of your money. So.
Congress has no right to have their hands in anything like that.
Yeah. They're operating at a net loss now, and Amazon's not helped them. So, I used to have a friend that worked for the Postal Service, and he said he was glad to deliver junk mail. That's why is that? He said, because they paid. He said, this is guaranteed they're going to pay. He said, it helps me keep a check coming in. I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. So he says, I love these things. So junk mail. All right. Iranian intelligence head, they claim that they killed another one. So, apparently in Iran has admitted
silence! I kill you.
Yeah,
we got another one. The Minister of Intelligence. So he was the HMIF apparently, and they've admitted that he was killed in this latest attack by Iran. So interestingly enough, did you see, and I should bring it up, there is a really stupid video. Who's the ambassador to Israel? He was Huckabee, Arkansas's governor. Have you seen that cheesy video that he made?
no.
Oh, hold on a minute. Now I'm on a rabbit hole. Yeah, he made this real cheesy video for trying to prove that what's his name is still alive. Hunter, why am I so bad on names today? Oh God. Just sign me in. No. Well, I guess I've already got an account. Hell, I don't know. No, I don't do that. Just sign me in. Jesus Christ. Why do I gotta sign in with everything? Hold on a minute. Let me just do it this way. How can I do this? I don't know how to sign into X without an account. I don't know how to sign into X, but how to sign in with get over here. So he made a cheesy video with Netanyahu. Jesus Christ, I don't care. Stop. What is with all these pop-ups today? And it's so weird. Let me see here. Keep talking, Brenda.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a video where Huckabee made with Netanyahu. And it is the cheesiest, strangest looking video I think I've ever seen. I won't say ever.
Probably AI.
Well, I'm wondering. Let's see. Can I just go to this? And yeah, it's really weird. Can I just go to this stupid copy, paste, go? Paste and go. There we go. That's all I want to do. Just show me the video. There we go. So there is so many things going around right now about.
Yes, Mike.
Yeah. So
Yes.
listen to this video.
Prime Minister, I wanted you to know the president asked me to come and make sure you were okay.
Yes, Mike.
See the little
Yes,
hitch there?
I'm
Glitch?
alive.
I checked that, and I'm happy to see that. But he wanted to make sure because, you know, you guys get along too well.
I know, and we shake hands with 5 fingers each hand. You know, but I have to tell you, I'm alive.
See, this is
And I have this.
That is not a real video.
So it's a punch card.
it's a punch card.
Today I raised 2 names.
Talking about yesterday's confirmed
And you see
KIAs.
how many more to go on this batch.
You know what the good news is? My name is not on the punch card.
Your name is on the list of the good guys,
Thank you.
and what the president and U.S. forces are doing is incredible.
I'm telling you, this is
Great
fake.
fun, and shoulder to shoulder.
It is.
Getting rid of these lunatics who like
Yeah,
to develop nuclear weapons.
But it's so cheesy. But they're running this with even the government's running this one.
No, that ain't real. Number one, he speaks English too
Thank
well.
you. Sir, good to see you. Thanks. Take care.
Yeah, that's a crock of shit.
Yeah, I think that's so. Here, that's the thing. They keep putting out these cheesy videos, and that one was put out by. Well, that was on True Socials where I saw that one. But yeah, they keep putting these out, and they just look cheesier and cheesier and cheesier. Let me find my way back to where I was, and yeah, so it's like, what do you believe? You know? No.
Well, I sure the hell don't believe that.
I'm with you, so. Catch up in the chat. Chris says junk mail is the best for carriers. People don't give a shit and pitch it after they get it. Yep, that's right. No pressure. That's right. They don't got to get there on time or anything. So, and he says it's a bad. It's shaking hands with a guy with a kill list. I agree there, Chris. I agree. Don't shake hands with a guy with a kill list. Yeah, but the good news is his name
Punch
is
card.
It's just so cheesy. So, so there's question: who is running it? Because half of we're not sure if half of Khomeini is still alive. Him and his gay boyfriends. So we don't know if he's alive. We think he may have fled to Russia. We've killed. Man, why can't I make that bigger? We've eliminated quite a few of these people here. So we got the Ayatollah Khomeini, and then we killed his defense minister. On his inner circle, we got them too, and we're down further into we're like into his 3rd generation here. So, so who is running Israel? I'm not sorry. Who is running Iran?
Yeah,
So
running
that
Israel.
just to me proves they're in this for the long run. They hate us so bad. They don't care who is in charge as long as they have power. So yeah, Huckabee is he's a huge Christian. I thought he was a pastor. He was the governor of Arkansas. Then he ran for president, and he's done a whole bunch of things. So. Iran is mining the Strait of Hormuz, according to some sources. And the only ships we have, as us being the United States, well, they're in Asia, where they're currently not being used to sweep for mines. They're in Malaysia. Seems to me it might have been a good idea to have them sailing that way before we started doing this. So. Yeah, seems to be that maybe we should have said, hey, can you guys head that way? We're going to drop some things that, might be important to keep that open. So, they're in Malaysia. So good
That's
job.
a good place for him.
Good job. It's exactly where they're needed. So this comes from Western Journal. It's basically a commentary on an interview that Marco Rubio gave with Fox News. I'm not going to go into the whole thing. You can go watch the whole thing. But he says about Islam, ultimately, all radical Islamic movements in the world identify the West at large, but the United States in particular, as the greatest evil on earth.
Oh.
And every chance they have, the notion that they should eliminate us. In this article, if you want to go to the Western Journal, they wrote a good piece about this. They go in and quote from the Quran. So with exactly what it says, like Quran 3:56 says that all those who reject the faith punish with terrible agony. So, Quran 9:14, fight against them all, so Allah will punish them by your hands. So, yeah,
Yeah.
Make it clear. Quran 61:4, Allah loves those who fight in His cause. So, they don't like us. This is just my opinion. I think now we're not in a war of winning this. They're just trying to outlast us. And Russia is sitting back learning what we're doing militarily. So is China and Iran and North Korea. We're learning what we do militarily. They're watching. We gave out so many weapons and munition to Ukraine, but now our NATO allies don't want to help us.
Well, gee.
So yesterday we talked about how angry Trump was, and his BFF there, Lindsey Graham, pulled back his tweet, but it was already too late. It was out there. He said he'd never seen him so angry. Well, today during the speech, or last night maybe during the speech, he said, "What if we just go over there and eliminate Iran, and then we leave? Let him deal with it."
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, okay. He says maybe that will get our allies in gear and fast. So we wonder what would happen if we finished off what's left of Iran's terror state and let the countries that use it be responsible for the strait, and that we just pull out. We don't need anything here. We're out.
Yeah. I heard him say that already a couple times.
It's interesting. It's interesting. So he's got 5 fingers here as well, but it's interesting. So the Prime Minister of UK, they've already started working on their own plan to respond to this. They're putting together
just now.
I wasn't just now, but they're starting to put it together. We need a coalition of some people to help us. If he just pulls a Trump and says, "Fuck it, I'm out." So.
Yeah, just come on home. I mean, just stop this silly shit.
So
just quit.
I mean, and here's the thing: you really don't know what he's going to do. You don't. You don't. So, and also something else. I watched a video from former CIA agents that worked with other agencies, and they said that 3 times a day with President Trump, and this is by his orders, they practice getting the codes and launch sequence and launching missiles. 3 times a day they practice it. That's a scary thought.
Why?
And all he has to say is like his safe word one time, and they're like, "Okay, this one's the green." Yeah, 3 times a day. He's put that in place. 3 times a day they practice launching all of our nuclear weapons in the United States. That's scary as shit. 3 times a day. Hey, and ironically, we're going to talk about Trump's health. So remember when they were talking about the rather large rash on his neck?
Yeah.
Remember that? And I said that I felt like it was shingles from the stress. And apparently it's from the use of a cream that had been medicated. And when you use it for so long, it causes that on your skin. It dries it and causes it to do that. So the redness and the scaliness was as a result of another medication he was using for a skin condition. So it seems to me you wouldn't want to use it. So, but
yeah,
I don't know. So they're blaming it. But can you believe this?
Nope.
So, can you believe this? His mask didn't fit that day, so it's all right. So there you go. His rash on his neck was caused by a medicated cream that he overused. So, yeah. The BBC reports that the U.S. judge has ordered the Trump administration to reopen Voice of America. They've ruled that the closure of the VOA was illegal and that hundreds of its journals should be reinstated. So the VOA was set up during WW2 to counter Nazi propaganda. What's your opinion on this? Carrie Lake heads the agency. Well, headed the agency. I don't know if it even still exists anymore, but they got to open the doors back up. What's your opinion on this?
Well, I mean, I don't even know why they closed it.
Mhm.
I mean, they should go ahead and open it back up.
Well,
America needs a place, I guess.
I remember the VOA more before the internet as a shortwave radio. So, Chris, you're right. American propaganda. I remember it. Well, it used to be a credible news source. Maybe not now.
So did everything else, but
Yeah, so did
that's not
everything else.
stopping them.
That's true. That's true. And I've actually interviewed. We had a VOA reporter. He was a sports reporter, I think, on one of my shows, and they don't like Trump at all. Of course, I guess you wouldn't like somebody to come in and fired you. So, but I kind of think that. I mean,
we need to get back to doing things with radio. Because
modernize them, put them out on the internet, put them out back on the World Wide Web, put them out in shortwave, and and make it the voice of America. You can fill it with all kinds of stories about America. Spread Western culture to piss those Muslims off even more. So
and I mean, I like Carrie Lake.
Yeah, she was just doing a job. I mean, she was told by Trump, go shut it down. So that's what she did. So
maybe she ought to head the station itself.
Well, she's no longer with it, according to the BBC. Sarah Rogers is who they're having to appoint now, but she's got to go through Senate confirmation. So VOA, before it was shut down, had TV, radio, and digital in 50 languages. So I'm for it. I mean, I understand it's a burden on the budget, but I'm for it. So keep the VOA.
But they cannot do anything like that until the government opens back up, because this is bullshit.
Well, no, everything is opened back up.
Well, I mean, yeah,
it's the only thing.
They need to fix that.
And the people that they're angriest at, ICE, have been funded. They funded it before, so I don't understand what the Democrats are approving. I mean, okay, you want to abolish ICE, got it, check, but you're punishing the wrong people. I don't get it.
I think Congress needs to go through some, mental evaluations, because
I agree. So.
They've been there for so long that half the time they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. I bet they don't even put their own damn pairs of socks on. I mean, I've had enough of them. Get out! You're fired, all of you.
All right. Well, this comes to us from the Federalist. The headline is "To save the Save America Act, the GOP senators, that's Republicans, need to make this a fist fight."
Get in there and kick their asses. That's what I say.
This is gonna be going on for a while, because it's gonna be a debate that could last for weeks. I think they scheduled it for 2 weeks.
We could get a
where they're going to get up there and they're going to talk about this, and it's going to be nothing. They're going to talk about a bunch of nothing and not vote is what they're trying to do.
We could do.
What's that?
We could clear those seats out. Somebody get them a WWE belt. We can put a ring in the middle there. Just let them fight it out. Shit.
Yeah. Chuck Schumer might get his ass kicked. So,
that's all right.
And I like this, the misinformation. Maybe we should have a misinformation act. The media is caught by the court system providing misinformation, they could be prosecuted. Maybe we should start having a misinformation.
Now wait a minute. I'm all for a prosecution of them, but the problem with that is Obama had signed into law that they are allowed to spread propaganda and misinformation.
Yeah, I'm clear. So maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe we should make it. I don't. But then, your free speech may be different than my free speech. That's a Pandora's box, I guess. So
I think they should all shut up. They're all fired. Damn.
well, I mean, it's like, okay, so this is a perfect example to me. And I'm not a fan, I'm gonna say the skin of the Save America Act. I am not a fan of the bill in present text, but the fake news is reporting it that it's going to discriminate badly against minorities and married or ex-married or divorced women. And they're saying that it's prohibiting them from voting. We're talking about blacks and females. That's not
It is
true.
not.
That is not true. But that's what they're saying. If you listen to them, that is exactly what they're saying. They're using those fancier words, but that's what they're saying. Now,
Well,
the real
they
news
must
is
have been playing
that
our
it's
damn
going to
game.
require proof of citizenship in order to vote. It does not inhibit a legal U.S. citizen from voting. So basically, I wonder just if they're not doing this grandstanding so that this is the way to start getting everybody has a federal ID. I really want, and that they're both not in on this. I really sometimes wonder if they're both not in on this, because then they can both say, well, hey, we came to a compromise. You got to go by, the 2030 elections, and you've got to have a federal ID that says you're an American citizen to vote. I mean, I really see this is the footwork for getting a federal identification. So, but then it could be fraudulent too. So anyhow,
not if they just don't kick
opinion.
everybody out and just, Americans vote, then they don't have a reason to do that.
Well, and I don't understand. Yeah, I think Americans only should vote, but there's also there's proof both ways, but the percentage of it isn't as high as the Republicans build it. Is part of the problem. There is some corruption in the voting, but it's not near 60%. It's not even 40%. It's probably more under 10. It's probably less than 8% of people that voted.
I'm pretty sure that if I go to Russia and then over to China after that, and I they're not going to let me vote in their countries.
No,
so,
and when you come back here, you can get a truck driver's license. So,
yeah. With one leg and can't see on the road.
New York City was asking for volunteers to shovel snow during the snowstorm, but you had to have 2 forms of identification.
Yep.
So, like I said, I think this is just, they're both grandstanding, and they're both going to compromise and be like, okay, we'll let the bill pass, but you have to give us time, and everybody has to go get a new driver's license or a new ID. If they don't have this ID by 2030 or whatever, make up an imaginary day, then you can't vote. I really see that this is both sides going back and forth, and that will end up being, and that's why I'm against it. Now, if the Gold Star thing worked like it was supposed to, then it would already be in place. But what happened with the Gold Star was you had states, Illinois, New York, Pennsylvania, California, I think Minnesota, that held the criteria for the Gold Star, but withheld information from the federal government to prove the Gold Star. So therefore, all those Gold Stars are invalid.
Now,
some states don't even have Gold Star yet.
You know how we have daycare centers? I think that Congress is just a daycare center for all the old people. They don't want to put in nursing homes yet because, so, and that they're just all in there acting like a bunch of spoiled children. That, oh my God, why? Why are they there? They're not running shit.
Good question. No, they're not. They're running their mouth. That's all they're running.
That's what they're running. That's right. Just like me. And I can run my fucking mouth.
I don't follow much news out of the UK, and I was kind of shocked to read this article. It comes from Inquisitor. Royal experts suggest abdication may be the only way forward, the only path for King Charles. Because of King Andrew, his brother, and his relationship. I'm sorry, Prince Andrew and his brother with Jeffrey Epstein. So they're saying basically the only way to cleanse the royalty, because apparently Charles knew about this, would be for Charles to basically fall on the sword and say, look, we're washing our hands clean of this and we're starting, and I'm resigning, and we're going to have King William. And I was really surprised that they're still going back and forth. I did not realize that this was as big a deal over there as it is, but they are dragging the royalty, and because Charles is in it, with his relationship, of course, to his brother, it's tying up the monarchy. And they said the only way forward is he's got to quit and we'll go forward. Now, wasn't his son also on the Eastine list? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. So it would be King William, Prince William. Wasn't he on the list?
William, not William.
Oh, it was the other one?
No, not.
I don't know.
I don't think either one of the boys were on there.
Okay. Well, they're saying the only way to cleanse the royalty is for Charles to fall on the sword.
Follow the sword there.
I mean, he's still going to make money. What the hell? He's old, retire. So, well, apparently now that Trump yesterday really screwed up our relationship with Europe.
Oh boy.
He misidentified the sex of the president of Ireland. It's a female, and he kept calling it a he.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a mistake. And then,
well, maybe it is, and he just knows the truth.
No, she's literally not. No, she's
okay.
Not. And then he started talking about how he had Irish blood, and he goes, "Well, is that good? No, maybe he got Scottish blood." I'm pretty sure the Irish and Scottish don't get along. No. Yeah, he was just tripping all over himself yesterday. His best bet would have been just to shut the fuck up.
He must have had drinks on the plane on the way over.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I got Irish blood. Oh, no, wait a minute. Really got Scottish blood, but that's okay, isn't it? He talked about how he was so in love with the Irish, and then he started talking bad about Europe. And yeah, just Trump, shut up. So.
He's grounded. He just needs to stay here in America and, just not go anywhere.
He's not going to China. And now that we pissed off Europe, apparently the king's not coming over. Polls outside of the country vary anywhere from -30 to -70 on approval for the Iran war, Operation Epic Fury. So it's not a popular war. Orange Man started something bad. Nobody's going to come bail him out, apparently. So. Also from the Inquisitor, they got to Graham and talks about his phone call where Graham said he's never heard him so angry in all of his life. When he just got the phone with him, he was so angry that he was fuming over other countries' refusal to come get him out of the straits. Now, here's what's funny. Lindsey Graham, we've said this before, he's a warmonger. He was on the Ukraine boat hard and heavy. He wanted to do anything he could to help Ukraine, bend over, invited him. He went over there, did anything.
Yep.
Well, now he's like, we did all this for you guys. We're going to cut off the money to Ukraine.
Oh, okay. Well, so all right then.
We're gonna cut off the money to Ukraine, and Trump's going to blow this shit up, toss down his Trump statue, walk out the door, drop the mic, and go.
He's going to pee over there on everything and leave.
And then we're going to leave NATO. While he's at it, he's probably going to destroy the White House too. So,
well, yeah, I mean, you can only tear so much shit up.
I don't know. We got 2 wars going on right now. One in South America, actually 3. We got South America, we got Antarctica, and now we got Iran. We got 3 things
what's
going on
in Antarctica? What?
Remember, he wanted to take Greenland by force. So, he's got too much shit going on. And I'm going to talk about this. The USS Gerald R. Ford, they didn't give us all the details on this, and it's slowly leaking out. The Gerald Ford CVN-78, it's having to make port because 200 sailors have been injured because of the fire. Now, remember, they originally reported there was 2 or 3 that had smoke inhalation. Now there's 200. There's 200 sailors that do not have beds or clothes.
I thought it was
because of the fire. Well, that's what they told us. It was
they're out in the middle of the sea. They can run around naked.
It was isolated. Well, no, they can't jump into water. They get blown up by a mine. But they led us to believe that basically it was a compartment. It was contained. It was all good. Yeah. But apparently, the smoke ruined 200 beds. There was people that had all their clothes in there, with the exception of what they had on, burnt up. So they have sailors that have been wearing the same clothes now for weeks. And they have over 200 that were treated for smoke inhalation. And that was never released.
Wow.
So now the Navy is having to come to port. And they're having to decontaminate that whole section of the ship. They've already started sending over. They've sent over 1,000 mattresses, 2,000 new suits for the sailors. They didn't tell us any of this. They were like, it was contained. They didn't tell us. They said there was like 3 people hurt. So this is what I do not like about Hegseth. He is like, there could be 50 people injured, maybe closer to 200. No, tell us the damn truth. There's 200 sailors that didn't have a bed now for 2 weeks because of this, and they're wearing the same some of them are wearing the same clothes they've had on, which may have been what they were in there fighting fire with. So,
right.
Yeah. So they're having to go into port to replace mattresses, decontaminate rooms, rebuild, and re-outfit over 200 sailors. That was never told to us. Never. I mean, you kind of could expect that there was some damage, but now that they've had to rush fly over 1,000 mattresses from Norfolk so that it could, when it goes into Crete and makes port, and then they're going to have 200 sailors treated. None of that was told to us. None of it. It's still not public information. You have to dig to find some of this stuff. So,
good God.
So yeah, they're making the port call. Apparently, they've been out for 200 days. Can you imagine having been at sea for 200 days? You're out doing your job. The ship catches on fire, and you're wearing the same uniform as you were then.
Oh my God!
I feel so bad for our sailors. Jesus Christ! Oh yeah, that's a stinky ship right now. So yeah, they've had to rush supplies over. Well, an aircraft carrier, people don't realize there's probably 3 or more thousand people on the aircraft carrier. It's a floating continent. People don't realize how big it is. So yeah, so they're disembarking the aircraft, and they're gonna have to make some serious repairs. But we were told, and I reported on this. I said
they made it sound like it was no big deal.
Isolated. They closed a few doors, turned the sprinkler on, opened it up, and they were like, "All right, we're done here."
Yeah,
they didn't tell us any of this.
And in the meantime, I just ordered my In-N-Out, so Jack's going to go get food.
Going to get in, or it's not going to get out. So, well, Trump and what's her name, Ilhan Omar, are back to arguing on X and whatever again.
Oh, so, God.
Apparently, some new law that was passed or approved by the Supreme Court. Basically, if you have a person, let's say from Dominican Republic, we have a person the ICE is captured from the Dominican Republic, and we call the Dominican Republic and be like, "Hey, we're going to send Bob back," and they're like, "No, fuck no, we don't want Bob. You keep Bob." Well, under the new ruling by the courts, we can send Bob to Sudan.
Whether they want him or not.
Whether they want him or not. So, because Sudan's like, we'll take anybody. Can you give him a gun? So we're going to start seeing a lot of people self-deport because of that. Because if their country don't want it, like if they were kicked out of Venezuela or somewhere because they were bad guys, and the new president of Venezuela is like, I don't want those people back. You keep those. And they're like, oh shit, we're gonna go to goddamn Africa. Went home on my own. So that's what brought this argument out. Him and Omar got back and forth into it. And, you know, she made a comment that, and I agree, he makes stupid comments about he wants to send her back, but in Somalia doesn't want her back, according to Somalia. They can send her anywhere if she gets
that bitch.
Jesus Christ. If she gets denaturalized, she could be sent to, send her to Egypt. So yeah, they got back and forth into they went back and forth into this argument. And I think she should have maybe thought about this tweet. She talks about she said, what can you expect from a man who regularly publicly fantasizes about sleeping with his daughter? Talking about Ivanka. Well, didn't she marry her brother?
Oh my Lord, have mercy.
I mean, that's like pot kettles. Didn't so she should have thought that one through just a little bit more before she hit send.
Oh my God.
Brandon Johnson, America's favorite mayor. He's taking heat right now, and this is not a story you're going to catch anywhere else, because he is demanding Chicago Fire Department hire more blacks. Now, I have an argument both ways on this, because I've been in a department where I was the minority in Atlanta. But this DEI stuff doesn't cut it in this job. This is a job where you've got to put your life on the line. You can't just show up for a paycheck.
Right.
So, the International Association of Firefighters, like it or not, they're a union. They're pressing back, but the ACLU is pressing to go forward with this. And they're publicly stating that they're going to hire blacks only. I have a real problem.
Whether or not if they're qualified?
Exactly. I don't care if you're purple. I have been turned down for promotions in a competition with other employees because the other person was more qualified. It didn't matter if they were Asian, they were black, whatever they were more qualified, had more time on the job, and they were promoted. I've also worked where they did promote people of color ahead of them regardless. But see, this is the problem I have with this. Let's say they promote 10 chiefs today. Get them out there. You went right from being a fireman to you're a chief now. Well, the next day, the next shift, you get a high rise on fire. If you don't know how to fight that high rise fire, you're going to kill your men.
Right.
This isn't the type of job where you just go in and go, hey, we want more people this color. No, you need to be doing the right thing. So Brandon Johnson is making a lot of waves. I mean,
if they're not qualified, that's just stupid. Not in that line of work.
I mean, I just broke my microphone. How about that?
I mean, let him go be door greeters at Walmart, but no. Shit.
I agree with. Well, the argument is you want your department to look like the citizens it serves. I get the argument because like I said, working in Atlanta, I've been on both sides of this. I get the argument that people will be more responsive to people that look like me.
No, firemen. It doesn't matter what color they are; they're going to do their jobs.
Well, let me just back up for a minute. I got into it with the chief. The policy in summer is usually once it hits 90 degrees, you can wear t-shirts only. 90 degrees. All right. Well, if you're in the deep south, it's going to be 90 degrees 8 months out of the year. Their policy is if it's less than 90, you have to get up, button up your shirt, tuck in your pants, pull it over your boots, and go to the call. And so I got into it with the chief. I said 90-degree rule is bullshit. When it's warm, we should be able to wear a t-shirt. And he's like, no, you're wrong. And so I did a poll. I did a public poll. It's still up online. And I put in there color, t-shirt, shirt untucked, boots unpolished, all that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm for you should look professional.
Yeah.
But over 90% of the people who replied from the public said they didn't give two rats' asses during their emergency if we showed up in our drawers as long as we could help them.
Right.
So I gave it to the chief and I got written up. So that's the thing. This is not the type of job where you do shit like that. So, Chris, baseball, Team USA, we lost to Venezuela. So Trump yesterday, in order to make sure that it sounded like America won, he's thinking about signing legislation to make Venezuela the 51st state. So.
Oh my God.
That is a true story. It is a very true story.
What?
No. Yeah, we won't lose if we take you over.
Yeah.
First state one. 51st U.S. state one. So this story from the BBC you never hear ago. A Chinese national is charged for trying to smuggle in 200 ants from Kenya.
Okay.
Look at them. They're in capsules.
Oh my God.
They were all queens. They were all live. And they were trying to bring them in.
They must be poisonous. Maybe they wanted to kill us.
Well, no.
By way of ant.
No. It was, what do they call it? Bioterror? No. What is it when you attack the crops? Agroterrorism.
Oh, God.
They were going to release them to destroy our agriculture. So, but you don't hear about this anywhere else. This is on the BBC. I read about it. I'm like, wait a minute. And I saw the picture of the ants. And I'm like, you be shitting me. There's some little kid in Kenya that is
going around putting ants in capsules.
I think that part of the story was more interesting to me than the rest.
Wait, they don't have to be firefighters. They can go put ants in capsules.
That's where we will send you. If your country don't want you back, we're sending you to Kenya. I got a job for you. So.
Oh my God.
So yeah, agroterrorism. So Chris sent me an article about the meteor that broke up. I didn't realize. I need to correct myself. I said that it looked like it was tiny small. Well, apparently it was 6 feet wide and weighed 17,000 pounds.
What?
It was going at 44,000 miles per hour when it came in. So, and the explosion was like 250 sticks of dynamite going off. So, fragments of the explosion when it broke the sound barrier may have reached the ground. They haven't found any yet.
Did it put a big hole in the ground?
Well, it went over the lake, if I understand, but there's pieces that could be found. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's pretty crazy because I was like, I think about the size of a baseball. No, it was 6 feet wide, 17,000 pounds. Wow. Thank you, Chris, for correcting me. So, spring breakers. It's that time of year. Did you know that polices, did I say that right? Police departments, polices in areas where you're on spring break are using Stingrays to catch your social media and your data on your phones.
What?
Did you know that?
What?
Yes. Law enforcement agencies are setting up stings around the areas where it's large crowds for spring break. Do you know what they're looking for, Brenda?
What?
They're looking to capture people that are inventing things where they have those twerk outs, or they have the car blockades, or they have people flash mobs.
Okay,
so
wait a minute.
When you go on vacation, and they can now civilly sue you, they can't prosecute you because they're paying for the information. The police departments and municipalities are using Stingrays, I think that's what they're called, or stingers, to collect the data. This is what our Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas, Florida.
Okay, I thought you were talking about actual stingrays, like the water stingray.
It's a machine that captures all the data from. Basically, it pretends it's the cell phone tower. It captures it all and then relays it to the cell tower. So this way, they will know who's doing what and where, and they will come and civilly prosecute you, not criminally, civilly. They're trying to keep from having so many of the flash mobs, the twerk incident, like the one that happened in Florida just yesterday, I think it was. I'm sorry, Texas, just the other day, where the driver of the Jeep got up on the roof of the Jeep and was twerking.
All right.
And then drove into a crowd of people.
We don't have anything else going on in this country.
No.
That is bad. So they want to get people that are twerking on the top of their car.
Well, I mean, obviously that person, they got some serious issues, but they're trying to stop, like, the truck events, the car events, the flash mobs. They're trying to prevent that because there's a couple people that were just at the beach in Daytona Beach that were, they were trampled to death because someone set off fireworks and yelled gun.
Oh, Jesus.
And they were just laying on the beach and all of a sudden they were run over. So they're trying to prevent this type of thing. So they're buying the information, and then they're going to come back and civilly sue you. So we'll see. That's a first on me. So we'll see. This being tested out. Daniel Dye, we got 5 minutes left. Daniel Dye, he's a NASCAR driver. He got in trouble because on a live stream, he used and I'm using air quotes here for their quote, gay voice. He used a gay voice while he was on a live stream playing a game. He's been suspended. He's lost his ride. He's lost his sponsorship for using a gay voice.
Okay.
Playing a game online. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think he should have been doing that, but he's come out and he's apologized. And so apparently this is the second time he's been in trouble. So he got trouble before punching somebody in the nuts. So
well then.
All right. So I don't know. Don't use a gay voice online. All right. Last story, and then we got to get out of here. Where do you think this story comes from, Brenda? Usually this would be a Florida story, but no, it's a South Carolina story. Patrick Alexander, he's 33. He got in trouble with the law, and the judge set his bail at $250. Patrick, when he reclaimed his wallet and stuff, whipped out 3 $100 bills and told the judge to keep the change. When you look at the $100 bills, they got Chinese writing on them. So he told the judge, keep the change. There you go. That's all I got right now for you. Here you go. Keep the change.
Keep the change.
Not the brightest. Needless to say, they brought him back into the jail. So.
Well, you screwed up, buddy.
He got to come back into the jail. So, yeah. No charges. All right, Brenda. Did you?
But I gave you a tip.
That's right. I gave you a $50 tip. Did you do a show last night, Brenda?
No, I didn't. I've rescheduled it for Friday night.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. The president is in Dover right now, so with or it could be 1 or it could be 200 soldiers coming back from war. So I'm not trying to make a joke at
you
that.
know.
He's over there. They're receiving the bodies back. So as he should be. Any commander should be. So, all right. Well, catch me tomorrow noon till 2 on the Thin Line Rock Station, www.thethinlinerockstation.com. I'll be playing records, telling stupid tales, then come right back here at 2 o'clock and join the chat. It's me, Chris, Denise. I don't know. Chris, I don't know what a gay voice is either. So I like it have a gay voice. So come on over, join us tonight. Ooh, well, if you haven't seen tonight's lineup, 9 p.m. Eastern, it's on replay for everybody in Nashville and Florida. I have Naked and Afraid contestants. Tori, she's the first hour. And then Chad, the second hour, he's a politician, firefighter, and an author. So, and he's also working on some things. So come see me tonight at 9. Me, Queen, Harley, and Jen are going to be handling that. And then Brenda and I'll be back tomorrow at 2, unless she dies between now and then. So,
I'm going to try not to.
Please.
But I'm leaving you my guns.
I want that in writing. I don't have any. I want that in writing. So, all right, everybody, have a great day. I will see you soon. Sportcat, Brenda, we're getting the hell out of here. See you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
A quiz in history, whether on the scroll from Greenland to the galaxy, they've got every goal. Laugh at fear, let the world do its thing. Sportcats, Gazette, it's the chaos we sing. Sportcats, Gazette, don't bunker tonight. We're riding the headlines with laughter and light. No prepping for doom, we dance in the fray. Sportcat keeps us laughing through the end of the day.